Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
Good morning. Today we'll be reading from Psalm 13. Psalm 13, I'll be reading from the CSB version. Psalm 13. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long will I store up anxious concerns within me, agony in my mind every day? How long will my enemy dominate me? Consider me and answer, Lord my God. Restore brightness to my eyes, otherwise I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have triumphed over him, and my foes will rejoice because I am shaken. But I have trusted in your faithful love. My heart will rejoice in your deliverance. I will sing to the Lord because he has treated me generously. This is a fairly short, simple psalm, only 6 verses, but right off the bat you can see how applicable it is just to so many aspects of our lives, especially today. You see the pattern starting off in verse 1 and 2, just how long. It repeats itself 4 times. How long, Lord? How long will you hide your face from me? How long? How long? How many times in our life have we wondered and asked that same question? Just how long? Especially when we're going through something, some sort of trial. Obviously, this past year has been a trial for most of us, and we've just wondered, how long will this continue? How long will it last? And so that's what I love about, as we've been reading these Psalms, I'm just realizing how so many of these Psalms are not just applicable to David or the psalmist or whoever it was back in that time, but these Psalms are universal. They can teach us lessons, and these are questions that we wonder about even today, 2,000-3,000 years later. Today we're just wondering, how long will this trial last? How long will COVID last? How long will this disease, cancer, whatever difficulty, whatever trial we're going through, how long? And we just pray. Starting in verse 3, the psalmist switches to just asking God, consider me, answer me, Lord, restore brightness to my eyes, because otherwise I will sleep in death. This is a life or death situation for him. Whatever, if he's thinking about a specific trial that he's going through, I don't know, but this is serious. This isn't just I'm having trouble at work or trouble in some minor trouble. This is a big deal that death might come from it. His enemies might triumph over him. He's wondering how long till he will be delivered, and how long till God will answer. We don't get the answer in this psalm. That's almost the beauty of it. We don't see when God answers that question, but that's not the point. The point comes in verse 5. But I have trusted in your faithful love. My heart will rejoice in your deliverance. Notice that language. My heart will rejoice in your deliverance. So that deliverance has yet to come. Yet David here is already crafting his response, crafting what he will do in that situation, because he trusts in the Lord. He knows that despite his questions, how long will it take? He knows that the Lord will answer those questions eventually, and he's trusted in God's faithful love for him. And when that answer does come, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's the next day, next week, next year, maybe it comes years from now, decades from now, his heart will rejoice in the deliverance, and he's going to continue to sing to the Lord, because why? He has treated him generously. Even though he's going through this difficult time, he knows that God loves him faithfully, loves him generously, liberally, more than he could ever expect from God. And I think that's a great lesson for us. Even if we're going through a trial, just have faith, have trust that God will answer. And it's good to consider some of the times that God did answer throughout the Bible, but it's also good to consider how long some of those lasted. I think of the children of Israel in Egypt for 400 years. suffering from an oppressive ruler that enslaved them. Well, how long till he answered? It was 400 years. That was beyond the lifetimes of several generations. So sometimes that answer is delayed for years, for a long time. But we still should trust in Lord, trust in His faithful love, and continue to sing to Him, because even if He never answers in our lifetime, what if COVID just continued for the rest of our lives? This trial that we're going through, whatever it is, what if that never ends in our lifetime? Well, the Lord has still treated us generously, and the Lord is still faithful to us, and the Lord still considers us. He's never forgotten about us, but His plans are not our plans. His thoughts are not our thoughts. We should trust in Him and His wisdom to know what's best for us, for our brethren, for our families, for our country, to do His will. That is what we should always place our trust in. So I hope these words have helped you today. This is definitely one. It seems like every psalm that I've done so far, it's just really hit close to home, or it's applied in some way just to our day-to-day lives here. So I appreciate you listening, and I just hope that this was beneficial to you today. Thank you.